Good evening, and welcome everybody. Welcome to the VIV business presentation. My name is Brian Dalmaso, and it's my pleasure and honor to be here tonight. And I'm actually coming at you from my bed in Miami in a penthouse. And I thought this was actually very surreal because about 6 years ago, I was shown the industry of network marketing, and I was a mechanical engineer, an architect, and a builder. And I didn't know anything about the industry. I was very ignorant about it. But because the model was in the energy space, it caused me to take a deeper dive and look at it. And the reason why I say it's very surreal is once I understood the model, I set some goals about building a life that I could just operate from anywhere in the world. And tonight's very surreal because, as you can see here, we're about 50 stories up in a penthouse in Miami. And I don't say this to impress you. I say it to impress upon you that the industry of network marketing, if you take it seriously, can absolutely start to change things. And it wasn't just the industry, it's what the industry led me to, right? It led me to 11 different revenue streams, including obviously this revenue stream here. But it was the teaching, the coaching, the training, the exposure to entrepreneurship, the exposure to world thought leaders, people that have already been in network marketing, like Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, Richard Branson. So if you're new to the industry, or if you think you know what it is, if you have a preconceived notion, I would challenge you to dig a little deeper. We're going to go over some stuff here tonight in the VIV business model, but I would challenge you to get your questions answered about the business itself, the industry itself, because network marketing for me really led me to 11 different revenue streams, including a software company, clothing, consulting, a whole bunch of things. And again, I don't say any of that to impress you. I was 43 years old. I was a mechanical engineer, a builder or architect. I was very traditional income streams. And I had always pushed away the idea of network marketing as one of those things, you know? So I would encourage you to just get your questions answered and dig a little deeper, because very surreal moment for me just sitting here up in this penthouse in Miami. And I've just been working literally from my bed all day in multiple revenue streams, including VIV. So a little bit of background on me. The business model of VIV is just amazing. In the industry of network marketing, I think it's hands down the best network marketing company because we don't have a product. Right? We're literally working with something that people already have. And VIV itself is Latin for live. So when you look at the tagline, VIV Life Better, it literally means live life better. And that's what we're really doing. VIV is a technology platform. It's very similar to Airbnb or Uber. And it's funny because this penthouse, we looked at Airbnb, and that's how we got here, right? But these companies revolutionize these industries with technology. The hotel space, the car space, taxi space, right? And VIV is a technology platform, and we are revolutionizing some industries. And what we're really doing is we're revolutionizing the fact that people can simply pay less for what they're already using. I want you to think about this. Who do you know that has a cell phone? Who do you know that has internet or electricity or home security? Who do you know that has any of the things, whether it's your friends, your family, your grandparents, or businesses, small businesses, large businesses? What VIV is doing is literally taking people's existing bills, uploading them to a platform, negotiating less payments for the same services for free. And I'm going to show you how that works, right? So the fact of the matter is there's over $60 billion a year being overcharged to people like you, people like me, our parents, your grandparents, small businesses, large businesses. And this has been going on for decades, right? So VIV is a newer business model. We're not switching services. There's a lot of companies that'll switch your service from AT&T to Verizon, right? They'll try to lower your bills by switching your services. That's not what VIV is doing. What VIV is doing is taking your exact service and negotiating a lower rate for the same service. And if they can do that, we split the money. You get half, we get half, right? So let me show you how that works here. VIV is a technology platform. It's your own website. And if you were sitting with your mother or your brother or your friend, you could just play a little 2-minute video that explained that, hey, we upload your bills. There's no risk. There's no harm. We're going to try to negotiate on your behalf. And if we find some money, we split it. Very straightforward business model. And we're the only network marketing company in the world doing this right now. So we have first movers advantage in the market. You know, if you're in the health and wellness space, there's about 3,800 network marketing companies globally that are in health and wellness. And there's nothing wrong with those companies. It's just a lot of competition. We are the only company in the network marketing space that's in this space here, right? And this is what it looks like. You literally take pictures of the bills. If you're sitting with your mom or your brother, your friend, or even a small business, You can take pictures with your cell phone, upload the bills. It's very similar to like Facebook, dragging and dropping a picture. And then the VIV corporate team goes to work negotiating the bills on your behalf or on the company's behalf for free. So think about that. It's a free upload. It's a free service. We work on your behalf. If we lower your phone bill by $100 a month, you get $50 and VIV gets $50. Right? That's how the business model works. And we as VIV distributors, we get paid out of VIV's portion. And I'm going to show you how that works in a bit. So guys, here's a sample of a bill that one of my realtor friends did, right? We uploaded her Comcast bill. And then the next, about 7 days later, she got an email that says, congratulations, we've lowered your bill by $1,824 over the next 24 months. It was about $80 a month on this one bill. So the way this works is she gets 40 and VIV gets 40, right? Her statement would be dropped by 80, but then we're going to bill her credit card $40. That's how it works. And you can see here that we also get an upgrade 8 times faster on our internet and free Netflix service. And everything is very clear and transparent. It says, thanks for letting us go to work. Our fee for negotiating is 50% of any upfront credits and 50% of any ongoing monthly charges. All right, guys? Here's an example of a small commercial. This was, I think, a real estate office, a dozen landlines. You can see here that we negotiated over $8,000 less over 3 years, 36 months, about $160 a month. Guys, think about what's going on right now. There's over 60 million people laid off right now. Everybody's looking to save money, and it costs nothing to use our service. There's companies all over the country, all over the world actually, but VIV is only in the United States. A lot of small businesses, medium-sized businesses, they need to get back some of this free money, and you literally have the tools in your hand to do it. Here's an example of a commercial clawback. This is still a small one, but this is going up to 4 years backwards on a clawback, and I'm going to show you how that works. You can see here that we clawed back over $214,000 for this small company, right? So $107,000 of free money went to the company, $107,000 went to VIV, and then I believe the commission on this to the VIV consultant was around $20,000. So we are uniquely different than every other network marketing company in the world, because not only can we build a team, we can also get 4, 5, 6, and even 7-figure commissions off of these commercial services that we have. So extremely different, even though we're in the network marketing space. All right, so that's our bill negotiation services. That's our flagship. That's our core product. But we also have something called a pro membership, which is a series of beneficial services. And the first service is something called Getaway. And Getaway is a discount travel portal. It's very much like Priceline or Expedia, except we're not spending $6 billion a year in marketing and advertising like they do. We can access the same inventory, but it's a word-of-mouth model. So we're able to save a lot more than they can. And this is not a vacation club. We're not booking vacations or like having pre-planned vacations. This is identical to going to Priceline or Expedia and booking travel, except we just pay less. And you can use this service as a pro member. It's part of a $69 monthly membership, or we can sell this subscription to a client for $29 a month. And the other thing is we can also give links that all your friends and families can book right through your portal. So a very, very powerful service. Another thing on the pro membership is something called MediCall. And MediCall is 24/7, 365 telemedicine. And guys, there's a lot of people out there that do not have access to telemedicine or video medicine. You know, if you're part of a big company, you might have this, but there's, you know, realtors, plumbers, electricians, people in the trade, small businesses. There's millions and millions of people that do not have telemedicine in their plans. And we have this for $29 a month, or part of the $69 pro membership. And what it is, like I said, is you have 24/7 access to doctors. But if you have prescriptions, you can just call up and get a prescription filled, right? There's no copays. You don't have to take the day off. You don't have to go check in. If your kid has an earache, you can get on a video call. Again, if you're a single mom or something, you don't have to take the day off. So very, very convenient, and it works all over the country. So as you're traveling, things of that nature, very, very powerful service that we have for $29 a month. We're proud of a pro membership. And we have many things on the pro membership. I'm just going over the highlights. One of the most powerful things is we are partnered with a tax strategy company, national tax strategy company. And for $99, we can sell to the public a tax strategy session. And what we do is we can go up to 3 years backwards in a tax audit, not an IRS audit, but an audit on your behalf where we're auditing your CPA or we're auditing you if you use TurboTax. And if you're using TurboTax, I guarantee that you're missing a lot of the things that you could be writing off, right? So we have this service. It's free as a pro member. So part of that $69 membership, this is a free benefit, or it's a $99 tax strategy session. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, my good friend Todd is on here. Todd and his lovely wife, Julie, just saved over $62,000 from this free tax strategy session. I want you to think about it. I know Whitney and her husband saved over $120,000, right? Now, that's not the average save. I'm just saying there's people in your networks as part of this company you could be reaching out to. This is a massive beneficial benefit. I saved about $30,000. I have a pretty good CPA. I've been working with them for 21 years, but they still found about 30 grand that he had missed. So the average savings for the average person is 4,000 to 8,000. But this is very, very powerful part of what we do here in VIV. All right, so you can see we have a lot of very professional things, corporate, things for companies, things for individuals, tax strategy sessions. Let me talk about the commercial aspect of what we're doing here as well, and then we'll get into compensation and commissions. All right, on the commercial side, we have a 3-part value proposition. And what that is we have the bill negotiation, right? We can lower cell phone, internet, cable, TV, things like pest control, waste management. There's a lot of monthly bills that these corporations have, and we can negotiate those bills. And every single month, you're going to get paid on those savings, right? We have a 94% retention ratio, high or low 90% retention ratio. So those of you that have been in the industry of network marketing, you know the average retention is less than 30%. In VIV, we're in the 90s. What that means is if you get a customer today, there's a 90-something% chance 10 years from now, you're still going to be getting paid on that customer. So as you build a book of business, our residuals are very solid, very legit, very sticky. All right. Now, the second phase is we have the bill auditing, and that's what I showed you before. This is where we can go up to 4 years backwards. We can look backwards through things like electricity, water, sewer, gas, electric, things like cellular internet. The one that you saw was a sales tax audit, right? So there's all these places we can dig through with a fine comb for free, and we can find money that's just sitting there waiting to get access to. Right now, the reason why we can do this for free, guys, is because about 85% of all companies have gotten overcharged in some way, shape, or form. What that means is we know that 8 or 9 times out of 10, as a company, we're going to find money. That's why we can do the audits for free. That's why we can do the negotiations for free. Does that make sense, guys? And then the third part of the value proposition for commercial is a suite of energy efficiency products. Now, these little guys go on heating and cooling equipment. They go on things like walk-in coolers and freezers. And these are guaranteed to reduce energy costs 10 to 30%. We have 10 years of case studies. We've done, schools and hospitals. We've done, I think, 2,500 Wendy's locations. We've done franchises, grocery stores. We just have 10 years of documented history. Plus, we do free pilot programs. We'll literally go out and prove to the client for free what these will save in a given year and over the lifetime before they ever have to sign a contract. Right, so think about that. We have a lot of guarantees in VIV, which most companies can't guarantee stuff. And here's an example. This is a 117 location convenience store chain that we saved over $500,000 a year going forward in perpetuity, about a $60,000 commission for the VIV consultant, and these are warranted and guaranteed for life. Guys, think of the value in the commercial space of all these companies that are just sitting there hemorrhaging right now, when you could reach out and say, hey, it might be a good time to do a free audit. We might be able to claw back some monies that you're sitting on that you're not going to access without our help. All right. So I like to say we have everything from cell phones and internet for 18-year-old kids in college. You could build a business just on cell phones and internet, all the way up to the commercial space and the largest possible companies you can think of in the United States. I saw that Michael Tsurukawa is on here. We've been working with Toyota North America looking to get a big corporate deal going. So we have something for everybody, guys. And I'm going to get into the commissions in a minute. But the value proposition is this. There's over 60 million people right now laid off and growing. We are a home-based business that saves money, right? We're not a home-based business that charges money, because a lot of people right now are looking to cut costs and not actually looking for additional expenditures. We can get an average of $4,000 to $8,000 back on taxes. that could buy somebody another few months, right? If they've been laid off, their spouse has been laid off, this money's just sitting there waiting to be had, right? Lower taxes going forward because we're highlighting errors, right? We have the home-based medical, again, saving people from having to take the day off, saving them from co-pays, and really just, especially with what's going on right now, you know, the hospitals are saying don't come in, right? And then we are a recession-proof business model. I want to kind of highlight what this is. The reason that I have this in my book of business is because it's a hedge against real estate. It's a hedge against the economy, right? Even back in 2006, 7, and 8, when people stopped paying their mortgages for 3 years, they don't stop paying things like electricity, cell phone, internet, cable, because those companies will shut you off in 2 or 3 months. They don't let you go 6 months or a year like mortgage companies did. So when I tell you this is recession proof, it's recession proof. In my VIV business, fivefold in the last 6 months, right? All these people that are laid off, they're all looking for home-based solutions. My VIV business literally 5X'd in the last 6 months. So it's a very good part-time business model. All right, guys, now the VIV business, I always say it's a business in a box. It's a $189 startup, less than $200. It's $69 a month. I don't know any other business that has this much potential that you could start for less than $200. And when I say it's a business in a box, VIV is a technology company. Our main page, our front office, or the websites that you guys have, the custom landing pages, the back office, we have things for ClickFunnels, we have things for social media marketing, we have hyperlinks, affiliate links, all the marketing, all the advertising you could ever want to do. Every single thing you need is in your back office for $189 one-time fee and $69 a month. And then everything we do is virtual. All the trainings, everything we have is virtual. It's truly a home-based business, right? I've seen other network marketing companies that used to operate out of hotels, and it's like you're required to do 5 meetings a week and training on Saturday, and it just wasn't really a home-based business. VIV is truly home-based, and we literally teach a 5-hour-a-week business model. It's the same business model that I use personally that made me the number 2 earner in the company. And again, I don't say that to impress you. I just want to lay the facts on the table that we teach all this stuff. So even if you've never been in network marketing, we have a very teachable, duplicatable, repeatable system if you see the value. All right, guys, I'm going to just go over briefly how we earn, and we'll open up for a little Q&A, and then I want to really go over the promotion. I'm excited to announce the promotion tonight. Those of you that are in the business, I'm really looking forward to that. So in VIV, there's 5 ways we earn, and this is meant to be an overview. We have a very in-depth compensation document. If you have interest in joining us, you can get with the person who brought you. They can get you that document. But there's 5 ways that we earn. We earn upfront commissions, everything from $75 for a pro member to $150 for entering your first 10 bills, right? You get a bonus for that. All the way up to what I showed you in the commercial space was a $60,000 commission, and even into 6- and 7-figure commissions in the commercial space. So we have upfront money in a lot of different ways, a lot of bonuses, a lot of upfront money. The second way we get paid is called residual level pay. And for those of you that have been in the industry, this is a unilevel pay system. What it means is we get paid to unlimited width, 6 levels deep. That's the monthly residual recurring income. So we're not a binary or trinary or hybrid. We are a unilevel. It means I could sponsor 5 people. I could sponsor 50 people. I could sponsor 50,000 people. And I think to date, over the last 2 years, I've sponsored about 400 or so. And I get paid on every single one of them, right? And then as they sponsor and they sponsor and they sponsor, we get overrides. It's very similar to the Keller Williams real estate model, right? In Keller Williams, you can be a realtor. You can recruit other realtors, and you get paid up to 7 levels deep on recruiting. All right, so this is the annuity or the retirement part of what we're doing here. The third way we get paid, which I love the most, is the weekly base pay. Not a lot of network marketing companies have that. They usually have one-time rank advance bonuses, right? You hit a rank, you get $5,000, $10,000. I've even seen $50,000, $100,000 bonuses, which is great. But I'd rather get $1,000 a week for life than a $100,000 bonus once, if you do the math on that, right? And you can see here, as we build a book of business, our weekly pay starts to get significant. And it even goes up into $1,000, $2,000, all the way up to $3,000 and even $5,000 a week. So I usually ask people at this point, in your core business, is there anything you can do in your business, even if you work the next 10 years, where you're going to get an additional $5,000 a week, right? That wasn't going to happen for me as an engineer or a builder or as an architect. There was nothing I could do in those verticals that would give me an additional $5,000 a week if I did certain things in a certain way for the next 3, 5, or 10 years. The fourth way we get paid is generation pay, and this is very similar to level pay, but it's a leadership pay. Once you hit the rank of pace setter, you start to get paid generation over generation, which could be dozens or even hundreds of levels deep in the commissions you see over here on the side. And then the last way, which is really good too, is it's a leadership pool. And again, at the pace setter level, the partner level, continuing on, you start to get 2% profit sharing quarterly at the silver partner level, and again another 2% at the silver executive level. Platinum partner levels, we get the first 2%. So again, these are leadership pools. If you're a builder, if you really see this, you start to get into those leadership pools. I want you to picture a couple of years from now when we pass $1 billion in profit, 2% of that is $20 million, right? So if you're in a pool of very few people that are splitting that up on a quarterly basis, it starts to be very significant. All right, guys, again, so everything from $500 a month, $5,000 a month, $50,000, $100,000 a month, whatever you want. I think I've shown you that you can get to it here. It really just depends on what you want out of this. Again, VIV is a business in a box. It's a one-time fee of $189 at $69 a month. And at this point, if you're new, what I would say to you is you either have an intuition on whether you want to pursue the business model, or maybe you just want to be a customer, right? If you're wanting to just be a customer, there's no fees. It costs $0 to be a customer. I would just get with the person who brought you. They can hold your hand through it. The average VIV customer, if you upload 3 bills, saves over $1,000. Or you can start your own business for $189, be your own customer, right? The average savings is $1,000, so you're already in the black. And you can start to reach out to friends and families and people that you know, and just start seeing if you could gather some customers, maybe start building a team. And either way is fine, guys. So what I want to do now is just open up for any questions that anyone might have. And then I want to go into what I'm really excited to announce. Does anybody here have any questions on anything you just saw? Let me just make sure the chat's opened up here. Hold on. Cool. Any questions, guys, on either becoming a customer or a business partner?
I have a question about the tax.
Sure.
If I know it's $99 if you aren't a pro consultant, and free if you are, but do you split what they save just like you do when they?
No, that's a great question. No, the $99 tax strategy, you as a consultant would get paid, I think, $30 on that. And you wouldn't get paid on their savings. That would be nice, right? If I was picking up 30 grand on Todd. No, we don't get paid on the savings. We get paid on the tax strategy session, but we also get paid every single year when that person does their taxes. Todd's a really good example. He's switching his services to, to that service. And every time Todd does his taxes every year, whatever the fee is, he's got multiple businesses, might be 3 or 5 grand. That person would get paid every year on the tax planning or tax strategy fees. That make sense?
Yeah, but my question was more like if I did it myself.
Yep.
And they came back and said you have a savings of $5,000.
Yep.
Would I have to split that with
No.
VIV? No.
No. There's no splitting. VIV gets paid on the $99 fee, and they get paid on the services, right? So what's going to happen? So I'm taking you haven't gone through. If you go through this, they're going to come back and say, hey, listen, it looks like we can save or pull back about $8,000. It's going to cost us $600 to refile your taxes. VIV and you get paid on the $600. You get paid on the fee from the tax planning company, but not the savings from the customer. And then, most people end up switching because holy cow, like, for me, it's like my accountant missed 30 grand. It's like, that's not good. I've been using the guy for 21 years.
Wow.
So a lot of people end up switching to their services. And when they do, you're going to get paid every year on the tax fee, not the savings, but the tax fee.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people in VIV understand what we have. But it's powerful, very powerful. What are the questions?
Hey, Brian, does the price range for each business?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. I have multiple businesses. My fee, because I went back 2017, 18, 19, there's a fee for each year across three businesses. So it was about, I want to say it was $1,500 per year. So $4,500, but they got me back $30,000. But it does vary by business. It absolutely does.
Okay. Thank you.
Good thing. Any other questions? Going once. All good. Awesome, guys. Give me a second here. I'm pulling up a link. I am super excited to announce, well, two things going on. Number one, let me try to contain this, but hopefully you guys are all going to the summit. If you're not, you're fired. You gotta go to the summit. I mean, you're in business for yourself, but if you're not going to the summit, you're not in business. You're just not. I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying, if you're a realtor, you go to school multiple times a year. You're always getting your licenses renewed. As a builder, I have a construction supervisor license. I have things I need to do in a certain way. As a consultant, there's certain things. So every industry out there, there's certain things you need to do. And the summit is a non-negotiable thing, in my opinion, even if you just have a part-time business. So if you're not registered, register for it. If your team's not registered, again, you should fire them. I don't give anybody any one-on-one time unless they're going to these things. But at the summit, they're going to announce a Holy S type of promotion. I was working with Cammie today on it. It's by far the biggest, baddest promotion they've ever done. It's going to be awesome. What we're announcing tonight is a team promotion. This sits on top of what VIV's going to do. This is coming from us, only in the Matrix team here, right? So anybody on my team or on our team, you're going to be able to qualify for this, all right? So what we're doing, you guys have been seeing us promoting the GoPro Mass, right? $300 ticket. Again, that's a no-miss event if you're serious about this. It's December 11th, 12th, and 13th. It's a virtual event, and it's $300. Well, I have a whole bunch of tickets that I bought 100 tickets last year, right from the event. And what I've decided to do is give you guys free tickets. But here's what you got to do. If anybody here tonight and in your teams, you can share this promotion. The only requirement is you have to show up during the month of October for every Tuesday and every Saturday training. See, I'm basing this on behaviors, not results, right? I always tell people, if you show up, if you reach out to people, if you study certain things, I don't care if you get customers, I don't care if you sign pro members, I just care that you show up and do the things, because if you do those things, eventually you will be successful. It's by law, it's not by guessing. Eventually you will be successful if you're showing up. So I want to encourage behaviors with this, and Lisa Kennedy and the team, that we mastermind with, we all came up with this. So the idea is you got to show up for Tuesdays for whatever the month of October, show up for Saturday morning trainings, and when you have you guys log in and check off that you did it. So it's not just, I'm not monitoring this. It's up to you guys to do this, and we're going to give you a link. And then the other thing is we want you writing in how many no's you got that week. If anybody here has ever read the book Go for No, it's a very powerful, and if you haven't read it, you should read it. There's a psychology behind going for no. We actually want to encourage you guys to get no's, and I know that sounds bizarre, but most people in network marketing, they don't persist enough to get a damn yes or a no. I don't care if somebody says no, just don't leave them on the fence. I'd rather have a no than a maybe, because the maybe is what's consuming most of your time, right? Say, listen, Warner, we've been talking about this. Do it, don't do it. It doesn't matter to me. But what is the resistance? I mean, we're talking about $189. I'll hold your hand through it. What's the worst thing that could happen? Like, go for no. Go for no. So we're kind of getting cute with this. We want you guys, this was Julie's idea. We want you guys to write in the amount of no's you got for the week, and also how many outreaches, how many new outreaches that you do. And you don't have to write this down. I'm going to put a link here in the chat. You guys can click on it. And we're going to start next Tuesday as far as this goes, because this Saturday is the VIV Summit. There'll be obviously no training on this Saturday because the VIV Summit's here. But starting next week, I'm encouraging you guys to reach out to your team, explain this team promotion, and give them the link. So I just put the link in the chat. And let me do this. That link, when you click on it, you're going to see you have to check off, right? You have to check off, yes, I showed up here. This is how many no's. This is how many new prospects. And there is one other box, all right? So there's two parts to this promotion. But anybody that shows up for Tuesday and Saturday for the month of October, you're getting a free $300 ticket from me, all right? We want you guys to get there. We want you guys to have the value of GoPro. But there is a second part to this, and it's going to be tied to recruiting. During the month of October, anybody that recruits a new pro member, not an affiliate or not a consultant, a new pro consultant, you're going to have one entry into a drawing. And every time you recruit a pro member, you're going to get another entry. Right? So we're going to tally up at the end of October. I'm going to pay one lucky winner $1,000. The top recruiter is going to get 1,000. The number 2 recruiter is going to get 500. But then spot 3 and 4, even if you have one entry, you're going to be entered to get a $250 cash payment from me. Right? So anybody can win this. Just one pro member, get your name in the hat towards one of the $250 spots. But then the top 2 people as we go are going to lock in 1,000 and 500. All right, guys. So this is just a BMK promotion. This is not anything to do with VIV. It's we're going to put some gasoline on VIV's promotion. So when you combine this with what you see on Saturday, new people will be hitting 2, 3, 4, 5,000 their first month. I'm telling you, wait till you see what they're doing. It's going to be absolutely epic. So I wanted to put some gasoline to this, and I want to be rewarding people for their behaviors too. That's why we're doing the GoPro ticket thing. All right, guys. So actually, Julie, do you have any other comments? You want to explain how the link works real quick?
Brian, the link doesn't seem to be working for me, but I don't know if anybody else is.
Is that link not working?
Yeah, it worked fine. I clicked it on. It opened up.
Yeah, I think that's a Tokyo thing, Michael.
Yeah.
US thing.
Well, you know what? Let me do this, guys. Let me share the screen. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. When you click on that link, you're going to see this. You fill out your name, your consultant number. You check off, yes, I attended. How many people did you reach out to? How many said no or go F yourself? 500, right? And if you enrolled somebody, what is their name and consultant number? And you submit this. Now you're going to have to do this every Saturday and every Tuesday. So you can't not show up and do this. We're going to give you the link on Tuesdays. You guys will do it. We'll give you the link on Saturdays. You guys will do it. So you can't not show up. Nobody can not show up for this. That makes sense?
Hey, Brian, a quick question.
Sure.
So just as you were filling out that form, you said you reached out to 20, but you got 500 no's.
I was joking. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Totally joking. 500 no's in a week would be substantial, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm just saying, though, that you reached out to 20. Shouldn't the number of reach outs be greater than the number of no's?
Yes, absolutely. It's totally just filling crap out.
Okay, gotcha.
Unless they're really emotional.
We have an analytical person in the room. Yeah, it's a good point, though. Ideally, your reach out should be more than the no's. What other questions, guys?
Hey, Brian, it's Lucy.
How are you?
It's not quite about this, but it is about the summit. I did get the email today, and I think I paid for the summit twice, because when they announced the virtual summit, I went to Eventbrite and booked that, but I had already bought my actual ticket. Do you know what's happening with that? Are we getting any sort of refund or?
I don't. That's a support question. What I would do is have a contest in your team and give that as a ticket to somebody. I wouldn't get a refund.
Okay. Yeah. Good idea. Okay.
But that's a support question.
All right. Thanks.
Sure. What else, guys?
About that no, Brian, sorry.
Sure.
So that no, for example, is that like, oh, I'm gonna check it out and I'm gonna come back to you?
No, that's not a no. That's what most people are doing. We're leaving people, right? A no is no, I don't want to do your business. No, I don't want to save money.
So that's like me maybe going back to them and
Yes.
making sure that they tell me no.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And you know what? You got to go for no, because people say, well, let me think about it. Now, when somebody says that to me, I don't say, okay, think about it. I said, well, honestly, you can think about it till you're blue in the face, but it either resonates or it doesn't. I don't need you to do this. But what you're telling me is let me decide to procrastinate. You know, we had a call. I showed you the business. You came to Tuesday night. You talked to my upline. We've answered all your questions. At some point, you just got to take a leap of faith. And listen, if it doesn't resonate, don't do it. It doesn't matter to me. But at some point, I mean, most of the world is stuck in indecision. My job is to keep you making decisions. That's the type of conversation I have with somebody. Go for no.
Hey, Brian, I've been doing this for about the last year, and it has really, really done very well with my
It's
team.
awesome, isn't it? It's almost funny because people are like, well, I got to check with my wife. Well, What if she says no? What if you check with your wife and she says no? What does that even mean? They just, it's a programming, guys. People just say, well, let me think about it. They don't even know why they're saying it. So let me get this straight. You want to think about saving money. Is that what you're saying to me? Have some fun with it, guys. Challenge people. It's fun. I don't care what they say.
And you guys can get the Go for No for network marketing on Audible.
Yeah. Good
Next
book.
to nothing. It does not a real long thing. You can literally read it tonight, laying in bed. You can listen to it. It's pretty quick and it's super powerful.
Hey Brian, I just wanted to say thank you. This is awesome. You're running an incentive to pay people to work a business that if they work, that's going to just pay them anyway. So I think this is an awesome thing. I'm excited, and let's have a fantastic month. Let's do it.
No, I agree, Lisa. You know, a lot of times it's some of the promotions that are geared towards recruiting and they're geared towards results. And I wanted to do something to reward people just for working the damn business, you know. Now, that being said, you're going to see that what Cammie put together is also rewarding people for behavior, not just results. Really, really, I mean, it's the best promotion by far. They kind of looked at the past years of promotions and combined all the good things. And that's all I'll say about that.
Brian, I was looking at, I was able to get the form on my phone, but not on my computer. But I see October 3rd is the first one on here. You're going to take it off this
Yeah,
one?
we can. Don't worry about that one, guys. We can edit that off. And listen, Michael, a lot of you guys already have your tickets, but you can show up all 4 weeks in a row and get another ticket and give it to somebody in your downline. So just because you have a ticket doesn't mean I'm not going to give you another free ticket. If you guys show up all 4 weeks, get another ticket, give it to somebody in your team. I mean, ideally, they're going to do the same thing, but think about November and December. You recruit somebody in November, you get an extra ticket. Say, listen, if you're serious, you know, go get your 10 customer points this weekend. I'll give you a free ticket. So don't overestimate or underestimate the power of having a ticket in your back pocket for somebody you're going to recruit in November or December. Any other questions, guys? Oh, good.
Brian, I just want to motion. I think it's awesome. Brian,
Yeah, we can hear you, bud.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't think you can hear us.
Oh, okay. I just want to say thank you. I think this is an awesome promotion. I just want to say thank you for the promotion. I think it's awesome what you're doing, man. And I really enjoy it.
Happy to help, guys. I love everybody in the team. I love helping in any way we can, and just figured this would be a good way to reward the soldiers that are in the trenches doing their work week after week after week, showing up. You know.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, brother?
Hey, can you also say we build our business 5 hours a week from our beds?
That's what we do.
That's
Right?
awesome.
I can't make the story up, guys. A lot of you, Lisa's been here since the beginning. She knows my journey, and I am not making that story up. Like literally.
I'm a little shocked about, like, I have to, you in bed is a little distracting, honestly, because I have known you for 5 years and I have never seen you in bed. This is so awesome to see you just there doing your thing. That's awesome.
Well, we got a 2-bedroom penthouse here, and I got a colleague in the other. We can't be both on Zoom meetings at the same time in the same room. So I'm like, you know what? You should see the view. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the skyline view of
Brian.
Miami.
Yeah, the salt air is a little bit different world. It changes things.
Telling you, I owe every single stitch of this to the network marketing industry.
And thank you for building our dream, because that's what it's doing.
Love it, love it, love it. Any other questions?
Like they say, if you got to work, there's no place like home. So
home is now anywhere that I am.
That's right. Awesome, man.
Yeah, I think we're going to bounce to North Carolina. We're going to spend a month after that. And where the hell are we going? Columbia, I think.
But Brian, I missed it. But did you buy in Miami, or are you just
not yet? We're down here looking.
Okay. Cool.
All right, all right. Oh, for those that are wondering too, we're going to go to Vegas for the week of GoPro. I know some people are wondering if we're going to Miami or Vegas. A bunch of us are going to Vegas, and we're just going to go out there. Vegas is pretty open. I mean, it has restrictions, but a lot of us were going anyway. So we're still going to meet in person, do some cool stuff. If anybody wants to physically hang out in Vegas, we're going that same week of I think the 6th through the 13th or whatever, 16th or something like that. So I know some of you guys are wondering.
Where you gonna? Are y'all gonna like get a room for the, to show the video, the videos?
I mean, maybe. I'm probably gonna stay at the Wynn or the Encore. I like to stay there, or the Aria. But yeah, maybe maybe we'll book something to get together and watch it, huh? I'm gonna do the VIP thing and hang out with Eric. So I know there's gonna be some time there. But the rest of the time, yeah, that's a good idea. We should try to. If nothing else, I'll just get a kick-ass suite and we can all jump in there or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you wondering, I just looked at the MGM. They're selling rooms for $51 a night at the MGM Grand.
Yeah, I mean,
they're desperate.
Desperate, yeah, guys.
So
if
you're not sure budget-wise, the budget's real easy.
Yep, no question. Flights, same thing with flights. Just make sure you get your insurance on your flights and stuff, just in case, But yeah, it's dirt cheap to get out there, no question. It's gonna be a fun week. We're gonna go fly helicopters. We're gonna shoot machine guns. All kinds of cool stuff. That's an F COVID week. I'm like, F you, COVID.
Hey, Brian, I'm sorry. I was trying to say thank you for everything. I was driving and I was disconnecting from the internet. So
that's all right, brother. I appreciate you. We heard you. It's good.
Thank you.
Coming to Vegas?
Possibly.
Possibly. I'm gonna go for no right here. You either are or you're not. Make a decision.
Can I fly on the jet with you there?
You can. I don't know if your wallet would handle that, but you can.
Okay. Deal.
We'll fly in private. No, seriously, something like that. Make a decision, right? If you make a decision, then the universe will line up to give you the results and the income, and you'll have something to drive towards. There is no possibly, right? Make a decision. Awesome, guys. Well, hopefully, guys, this will spark some, right? October, November, December, the biggest months in network marketing to build. We have this promotion. We have VIV. Cammy's going to announce just a holy S type of promotion. For new distributors coming in, it won't be hard to hit a few $1,000s in your first month, I promise you. And then you guys too, what I would do if you've been in the business for a while, act like you haven't. Start over, act like you just started VIV, launch your business, 90-day plan, right into GoPro. Never been a better time. 60 million people laid off. Like, stop screwing around, relaunch your businesses. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I would suggest you guys do. And we're here to help. All right, everybody. So again, Saturday, we won't have the Saturday morning training. We have the summit. We'll see you guys there. I think I got a couple of spots, so we'll see you guys there. Until Saturday, be well and God bless. We'll see you guys soon.
See you all summit. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, everybody. Have a good evening.
Rock.
All right, Brian. Thanks.
Stay comfy.
Take care, guys.
Have a good week.
Thanks, Brian.
Hey, Julie, can I get you to edit out that?
Edit the form. Yeah.
Edit it for.
Get October 1st.
Yeah, edit out.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Perfect. Take care, guys.